Ladies and gentlemen, today I have the pleasure to welcome Ms. Adriana Rabinovich. She resides in Argentina, Buenos Aires, and I'm inviting us under the topic Life Behind Our Borders. And together we will travel to Argentina because I believe traveling is one of the best schools. Ms. Adriana, thank you very
Yes,
much for joining me on the Human Rights Tree.
thank you. Thank you.
So today we're going to talk about your country. How's life in Buenos Aires?
Okay, it's a nice country. We have the four season, very right. Of course, the weather is changing in all over the places. So, but we have the four season. It's a nice country. We have a resource a lot, but we have bad government.
I see. Are you originally from Argentina, or you?
I'm originally from Argentina. I
Okay.
studied here until whatever I would say 23. And then I was traveling. I lived in Germany for a year. And then I went to Israel for 3 years. And then I went to United States, to Chicago specifically.
Okay. So you are back to Argentina.
No, no, please. No, please. Yes and no. Right now, I'm here. It's not my goal to stay here for much more longer.
Why?
But,
Why
you
you
know,
don't want to stay in Argentina?
a what?
Why you don't want to stay in Argentina?
Because it's, okay, it's a low-level education. So it seems like I feel like I'm in a flat state. And I don't want that. I have family. Okay, I used to have a mother and father. My mom passed away in the 18. And then my sister passed away 2 years later. So I have 3 nephews and nieces with mental health issues.
I see.
So I will need to be here for a while to
I
keep. I'm the adult responsible.
I see.
So I need to be here.
I see. Would you mind sharing a little bit about Argentina as a country, its history and its geographic location?
Okay. We are the last country in South America. We have the limit of Chile. Okay. But Chile is Pacific. We are Atlantic. Okay. The south is shared with Chile because the limit is the high peaks from the Andes. So they divide this kind of. I'm sorry. My dog is
It's okay.
barking. Okay. So then we have the central part, which we have Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires is the capital. They have the, I will say, 30% of the whole population living in Buenos Aires.
I see.
So the rest of the country is huge, but they don't have too much population. Buenos Aires is bigger, is the capital, and they have all the resorts. Yes, if you go to a province, we are 22 provinces. And maybe you will not have hospitals, or maybe you will not have internet or water or sanitary, this kind of things.
I see.
So Buenos Aires is a big, huge city.
I see. Based on our conversation, you told me that you were born in Buenos Aires. Your parents, did they come to Argentina, or were they
No,
born in Argentina?
Argentina, it's like a United States. It's a young country. So we have Indians first. Then we are colonized by Europe, Spain, okay? And then we get independent. So in 1980,
Yeah,
200 years ago.
Your parents, they were born in Argentina?
No, my parents, yes. My grandparents, no.
Where your grandparents come from?
Lithuania, my grandfather for my mom's side, and Russia for my father.
So they left Europe and they came to Argentina?
As far as I know, from my mom's side, my grandfather came here in the First World. Okay, so for the 14, I don't know, first, he was here. He get married with another Lithuanian person, but my grandfather sent the money for her to come here, my grandma.
I see. So when your grandfather came to Argentina, did they settle?
No, my father born here.
Yeah, but
my grandfather, no idea.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
So your father was born in Buenos Aires?
Buenos Aires, yes.
Okay. And you were born in Buenos Aires?
In Buenos Aires, too. And I have one sister. My father was a doctor. My mother was accounting, but she never worked because she get married and old-fashioned family.
I see. How's the population in Argentina? Is it a diverse population?
We have diverse population, yes. We are right now like 45 millions of Argentinians. Okay. We have, I think we are, for the Jewish community, we are in the third place in South America. I think Brazil have a lot of population, Jewish population. Mexico have Jewish population, and think we are the third Jewish population in Argentina.
Okay.
Right now, I think we have Brazilian people in Argentina, Peruvian, Ecuadorian, Bolivian. Usually they reside here because of political things. Like we have, I don't know how the percentage, but we have Venezuelan population
I
too.
see.
Okay, but this is new in the history of the country.
I see. So do you have a native population in Argentina?
Yes, the
Yes.
Indians, yes.
Mm.
I think in North, they are descendant of the Incas. In the South, no, I don't know from where, but yes, we have a lot of tribes.
I see.
We share with Chile.
I see. What about Africans? Are there a lot of Africans traveling to Argentina?
No, I will tell you the truth. African population, guess like 20 years ago.
Mm.
Okay, it was like a racist history because we didn't allow not Indians. You know, we are like a Spanish mentality at that point, and they kill a lot of people, a lot of Indians with the Roca. It was the president.
I see. So how was it?
So the black population get until Uruguay.
Mm.
And they have the candombe, and we have tango.
I see.
Even though we cross the river.
Mm. I see.
But now, I will say like 20 years ago, it was bringing people from Senegal.
Oh, okay. So many.
And now, what?
So few people from Senegal were coming to Argentina?
Yes, I don't know from Senegal, but from Africa, they have some people too.
I see.
Very small amount.
I see.
And I didn't know why, but it's not I think it's a consulate or some kind of read between countries. Okay?
Mm.
But we don't have too much black population, unfortunately.
So how was it growing up in Buenos Aires?
In Argentina. I will tell you about my experience when I was younger here. Okay. I was to the public school, okay? Not to the private school, because my father was it was a socialist, okay? So I have a sister, we went to school, the education was magnificent at that point. It was, you know, we export professionals. Yes, 50 years ago, no. 30 years ago, the level of education in Argentina is pauperrimo, the worst. Children who doesn't know how to read, and they pretend to stay in the university. You know, these kind of things, which don't give you space in your mind to think differently. You understand? So they are limited, unfortunately.
So basically, if I have an understanding, you went to school, and at that time, the education was a great education compared today.
Yes,
What did you study at school?
all.
You?
Okay. For example, geography, but not only in Argentina, from the world. So we need to know the capital of the country. We used to read a lot. Okay. We have literature, mathematics, physics. We have a nice education.
I see. But what was uh, the life? What was the life in the city? You as a young lady growing up in Buenos Aires. What was the different activities you were doing?
I didn't grow with the internet.
Okay.
You understand? So these kind of things change a lot. But we have parks and cultural events were free. Okay. So you can study and work. Okay.
Yes,
So it was a much rich country. Now there is a lot of poverty here.
I see.
So, and it's poverty also in the mind because they don't have enough things to do.
Mm.
There
So-
is violence too, but less than in the United States.
Okay. So basically, the the economic situation is getting a little bit worse, and the
Yes,
education also is not
yes,
better, and
yeah.
there
For
are not
example,
there are not
we have the university here is free. So millions of not tourists, foreign, like a Colombian or Paraguay or Venezuelan or Brazil, they came here to study.
I see.
Unfortunately, the level is low,
Mm,
but it's free.
I see. What about the healthcare system? If you get sick, is it easy to go to a doctor? Mm,
Okay, we used to have socialized medicine. Used to. Right now, still have. It's not like Chicago, for example. We have millions of hospitals, and you are going to be in the hospital for free.
Okay. So
Okay?
if you don't have a money, you can go to a doctor and get help.
Yes. In every hospital, they are public hospital,
I see.
but you don't have cotton, you don't have syringe or sheet for the bed, you don't have this kind of things.
Okay. It has its side effect. You can have see a doctor, but it's not the standard. It's not a high standard.
No, but we see everybody, not because they don't have money but the medicine again is poor right now. We used to have good medicine, Nobel Prizes, okay? But, I think it's the economy situation who make a country big or small.
Okay.
If you are rich, you're okay. If you are not rich, I'm sorry.
So we know that Argentina is experiencing a new regime. A new president has been elected. Um, how How is the political situation?
Okay, we are from one extreme to the other. Okay, the other government, it was more socialist, so they decide to make the big state. Okay, right now the new president want to privatize everything.
Okay.
Okay, so right now the political structure is like they try to move the bricks, but they need time.
I see.
And the other, the one that it was before the government, will not allow the new government to start change anything. Okay?
Mm.
Unfortunately, but it's true. So this is the kind of things, because we vote, the young people vote for the new president.
I see.
Okay, but the structure is from the old government. So now we will have more inflation because the government, the last government, pay for the electricity, the gas, the energy. This one decide, no, I'm sorry. If you need to pay, like in every other country.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like you know, they need to balance and cure the old system, and
Thank you.
it's not easy. We need time. Plus, in the middle, we have the global change of societies. So it's like confused. Let's do that. It's confused. It's
I see.
confused. It's make you tired because you need to survive anyway. So you need to think about every time. And if you don't guess, if you are sick, you are not thinking properly.
I see.
So
Is
it's
it?
a combination of things.
Yeah. But analyzing the situation all around Latin America, often we don't have a middle in Latin America. Is a lefty government or a right government? Why you
Yes.
think there is not a middle ground?
Middle point.
Yeah.
Because we are not middle in any way. Okay? In some, okay, right now I'm talking about Argentinian stuff. We didn't produce any model to follow. Okay? Like, for example, I see in United States people who wear the Che Guevara t-shirt. Okay? And it's like, why? We didn't create any other Superman or model in the culture, like 50 years. So I'm sure that it will happen the same in Venezuela, and it will happen the same in Mexico or in Ecuador. So it's like maybe because we don't know the middle art. So we are from one extreme to the other.
I see. So yeah, I share your view. Hopefully one day they will be able to find a middle ground that kind of consider
Well,
both
I will
reality.
tell, okay, I will rematch that question. Do you have children?
No.
No. Okay. But every father wants the best for the children.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not father either or mother. Okay. But if we try, how do we know that we are the right? Or maybe we are wrong. You understand?
Yes.
Yes, we don't know what is the middle point. It seems like we don't know how to survive better.
I see.
We have to kind of or rich or poor.
I see.
Each time, much more poor and less rich. But the rich, it's much more rich.
I see. So coming to being rich or poor, how is the economical situation in Argentina right now?
No, right now it's impossible to survive. Why? We have inflation. The last year, we win the first place. Worse than Venezuela. So 25% of prices each month. So each month they reach more money, for example, in gas. So they rise. You pay more each month.
I see. But
Okay.
Argentina is a big country, and I believe Argentina have a lot of natural resources. So what is the problem?
Okay. We have wheat, soybean. Okay. We have for wheat and cows. This was our strong point. Cows, right now, we are not exporting, because we don't have nothing to export. Not because we don't have cows. Yes, we have cows, but we don't export. And soybean, the Chinese get the soybean. We don't eat too much soy. This is the reality. We don't eat too much pork. But right now, it seems like they need to pay a lot of, we don't have money. We don't have dollar. So we cannot export. Even though sometimes, pay attention because it's sad. They throw milk, for example, or they let the wine to be rot because they don't have people to pick up the stuff from the plant. These kind of things, which is bad because there is a lot of people who need to eat. Well, now we don't have industry too much. We used to have cars. Right now, we have 2 or 3, but they are not from here. They are not Argentinian companies. And the new government, the tendency is to bring more foreign people.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully they will fix the stuff. We have money thanks to the cows and thanks to the wheat.
I see. So in Argentina, what is the main food? What is the national food in Argentina?
With meat and the empanada.
What is empanada?
Empanada is like a dough with meat inside,
I see.
okay? Or you have regional empanadas. Each province have their delicatessen, okay? And meat, we drink mate, okay? The same with Uruguay and Chile.
I see.
In Paraguay, they don't drink too much mate, but they have better yerba mate than here.
Okay.
We are consumers much more than cultivate the yerba mate.
I see. So what make Argentinians different from other people from Latin America?
We was, I think, in the region, because Uruguay and Chile, they are similar population, okay? So we have a European model of city, like a French city, you know. The rest of South America, no. It's like we were the Paris of Latin America, yes. Okay, this kind of culture. We didn't have Indians in Buenos Aires because the Spanish kill them all the time because they want the land, the soil. So they have estancias with cows.
I see. So
Okay.
how life look like, daily life in Argentina? Can you take us to the daily life of
I
most
will give
Argentinian
you
people?
the metaphor. We have a street who work the 24 hours. Okay, so you can go to the theater, you can go to the cinema, you have the restaurants. Then we have another park where you can go and watch the river. There is a women bridge. You know, there is nice things. People are going to dance. They have recitals. They have Lollapalooza here in Buenos Aires.
I see.
Okay? We have things, but they are expensive. Okay? And, you know, decay. It's like if you don't paint your home, the time will make that down. Well, we don't have money to do that right now. But still, we have all the stuff. We don't need, wherever you can find that in Buenos Aires, wherever you want. You need to scratch the walls and look at where to find the stuff. But for sure, you will have that in Buenos Aires, wherever you think.
I see. Usually, when people talk about Argentina, they talk about tango. Can you take us through the history of tango and how tango became a cultural
Tango,
phenomenon in Argentina?
It's nothing than Buenos Aires. Okay, so yes, we have Salta. Salta is a province. In Salta, people, because they are close to Bolivia, okay, they have la, no, whatever, la salsa, samba, guess, a kind of music. At that point, chacarera, we have chacarera, which is another music, rhythm of music in Santiago del Estero, in another province. So, Argentina, in Buenos Aires, have tango, but only in Buenos Aires.
Okay. So
Okay?
how did tango became a cultural phenomenon?
I don't know. It was popular. Everybody was listen that kind of music, dancing this kind of music, because I think it began with the ballroom, where the people are going to dance, and they make famous because of Gardel, maybe used to sing beautiful voice.
Oh, okay. People are still dancing tango nowadays?
Yes, we are dancing tango, much more choreographic
I see.
than the real one, but yes. And also, it's a kind of culture because they have their own language with the tango.
Mm.
And the people, it's like they tell you a story of people. It's also melancholic. The men who get lost and the woman who lost the men, this
I
kind of
see.
things.
So there is a little drama going into it.
Yes, it's very, very melancholic.
I see.
Very melancholic.
So in Buenos Aires, what are the different neighborhoods?
We have, again, we are not, it's like a rich and poor.
Okay.
The suburbs are usually poor, but they have a rich point in the suburbs, like Glenview or Highland Park in Chicago.
Mm.
Okay, which also Evanston have bad low income people, but they have a point where they are rich people. We have these kind of things.
Okay.
The Recoleta is where it's a church, very nice church, and there's a cemetery, and it's the cemetery is for rich people, rich families, because they have all together. They burn the people all together.
I see.
Palermo, el centro, Lugano, Mataderos, Liniers, Flores. They are each barrio have their point of nice things.
I see. So in Argentina, as you said, there are a neighborhood that are rich, and there are neighborhood also they are poor. But is there a place where the poor and rich get together?
No.
Okay.
No. They are very different. They manage another kind of things in the societies. It's, if you are violent, you are going to reach violent people always, because you are violent.
see.
But if you are pacifist, guess, you are going to meet pacifist people.
Okay. So basically, you are saying that the society is quite very divided between class.
I will say yes, yes now. Yes. Now, yes. It wasn't before,
Okay.
but now, yes. It's very. I will tell you one, tourist, I don't know who was, or it was a woman who used to live here. She made me an insult, okay? And yelled at me, "You Argentinian."
Mhm.
So I said, "What happened here?" Of course. So I say, "You invader." Because I'm Argentinian, but it's not an insult.
Mm.
Because I'm poor.
I see. So in
People are not sophisticated and they are rude in the street. I'm sure that this is because alternate state of mind, because we are crisis right now.
Because of the crisis. I see.
I think so.
So if somebody come to the city of Buenos Aires,
Buenos Aires.
what are the places you can go to entertain yourself?
The city is amazing. Okay? Things that I really don't understand too much, because I don't think that the buildings make the city. Okay? But the people, it's rude, or so, and the people are making the city. How can be possible? No, the city is amazing. It's amazing. They have all buildings. Okay. We have the obelisk, which is the first, when the Spanish came here, they build now you cut with the scissors. Now they put a trunk, wood, to say, well, this is the city, Buenos Aires.
I see.
Okay. We are close to it's port. We have the port, Buenos Aires. So we have the port, and it's a big, big, big river, which is the Rio de la Plata. It's huge. So we have a port.
I see. So the city is kind of open to different international influence.
Yes, yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the Jewish community in the city?
Not too much. Perón, when Perón was in the government 45, at that point, we didn't join. Yes, we joined the Second World for one day. Perón bring a lot of give to Germany, a lot of passport, Argentinian passport, white. Okay. When the Jewish were not allowed to come from Buenos Aires directly. So I'm sure that there is a lot of people who came from Bolivia. But it was like a treatment in the moment. no by law. But I think, at that point, people came to Argentina. The Jewish population came here, I will say, in the 1920, maybe. They are immigration. Yeah, immigration. Because for the Second War, they came here. Not only Germans, Jewish too.
I see.
So, for example, they in the 2020, in the 20,000, it was a Syrio-Lebanese president, Menem. Okay? So Menem bring a lot of Muslim people here. We immigrate, we have much more Spanish people, Italian people. It was the first huge migration that Argentina has.
I see. But was it easy to integrate? Was it easy to integrate as a Jewish in the Argentinian society?
Yes, we have different communities, millions of small communities. Like there are a mosque here, which is amazing. You need to see that building. Wow! Because we have a Jewish population, we have Hindus, we have Jewish, Muslim, we have Catholic. Usually we are Catholics. As I think the Constitution doesn't say that you need to be Jewish. It might be like United States. I think that they tell you that you need to be Catholic or Christian. No idea. I don't know that.
So basically, there is a freedom
But
of religion.
basically, we are a Catholic country. For example, in the sense like when it's Christmas, it's Christmas. Okay? So nobody work because it's Christmas.
I see. So what are the big holidays in Argentina?
The holidays was the government 200 years, the independence, the first government, or the constitution of the first government, the day of the first constitution, that they write the constitution, send the basis for being a country. This kind of, we have San Martin as a prócer. Sarmiento was a teacher. We share with Peru, San Martin, also Venezuela.
Yes.
We share the prócers.
So what is the Independence Day in Argentina?
The Independence Day, when they decide they are not monarchy from the Spain, now we are a country.
So when do you celebrate Independence Day?
El 9 de julio, 9 of July.
Oh, 9 of July is the Independence Day.
Yes.
I see. Argentina is known for a country that loves soccer. How big is soccer in Argentina?
Big,
Mm,
big. It's like the national sport. So they teach that in school.
I see.
This is the kind of, it's also a culture.
Mm,
You know, the people are going to the family and going to see the team, you know.
okay.
Yes,
So
it's strong.
if somebody come to Argentina and he wanna go around the country,
Yes,
what are the recommendation you can give to the person?
Patagonia. Go to Patagonia. You have glaciers, okay? And each 4 years, there's a bridge, ice bridge. So they is destroyed because of the water. In the middle of the ice. Amazing, amazing.
Mm,
Then we have the Niagara Fall, which is Iguazu in the north. Amazing, amazing too. Cordoba, it's nice. Mendoza, it's nice. Each province have their own charming part. Okay, but for sure you need to go Patagonia and in the north.
I see. So somebody who wanna kind of discover the country, how many weeks do you need to travel around and
How
get to
many
know?
what?
How many weeks or days you need to be able
Okay, a
to?
lot.
Mm,
Because we have from the back, the last point of the country to the up, more than 40,000 kilometers.
mm,
So it's a lot. You will need months,
a month.
2 months, and the route are not quite nice.
Okay. So is it easy to travel around or is not?
Is what?
Is it easy to travel around? Is it easy to
Yes, it's expensive because of the gas. If you want to rent a car and
okay.
go down, okay? And you will have I don't know, weeks in the car. It's easy. The routes are not quite nice,
Mm,
but the people are much better than in Buenos Aires.
I see. So when you travel around, you just travel by car or you can take buses or train?
No, it depends. For sure, you need to touch Buenos Aires always. Suppose that you came from the United States, Buenos Aires. If you want to go to the south, okay, you don't have direct flight, for example. So you need to stay in Buenos Aires. Suppose that you live in Córdoba. You need to come from Córdoba to Buenos Aires to take a plane to go to United States. Okay?
Yes.
So it's not people usually, okay, train, we don't have too many trains. Why? Because Menem, another president, Argentinian president, decided that no more train. So they took all the stuff, no more train.
Oh,
So we have some train but it's bad, very bad.
What about the buses?
In the capital, sí. We have in Buenos Aires, the capital, we have cheap transportation, no bad, no good either, but you have many, many, many lines, so you can travel in bus cheap all over the place.
If somebody wanna visit Argentina, what is the best? What are the best months to go to Argentina?
The best, what?
Month.
Okay.
The best season.
We have, again, summer, it was in December, okay? This is now summer here in Buenos Aires. The summer, it's a little hot, okay? Why? It's like the pantano, weather like swamp weather, humid, mosquito. We have the river, okay? So it's and humid. It's hot and humid. In okay, I will say in April it's perfect.
I see.
The winter, it's never crude like Chicago. Never snow.
I see.
We will have 3 degrees under zero. Not too bad. October, September, October, beautiful weather.
I see. So if somebody would really want to understand Argentina through its politic, economic, and social, what are the book you will recommend to read?
The what?
What books can you recommend somebody
No,
wanna?
I will not recommend any.
Okay.
And the question I will ask you is who write the story? It depends. So who write the story? For that reason, I'm not going to recommend you any.
Okay.
There is no. It depends who write the story. Well, I will not recommend anybody
But
because I don't know.
growing up in Argentina, I'm guessing you did read a book that really affect you, and a book that really describe the reality in Argentina. Do you kind of recall any book that you read and that really
Okay.
affect you?
Yes, it's again dramatic, but I will recommend Borges
Borges?
for you to read. Yes, or I will recommend you Julio Cortázar.
Okay. They are authors, or is the name of the book?
No, they are authors.
What is the name of their book?
For example, Rayuela, there is no translation. Rayuela is from Cortázar.
Okay.
And Borges is also talk about Buenos Aires.
Mm.
And he said in Spanish, we are not joined because of the happiness. We are joining us because of the horrible things happens.
Okay.
Espanto.
I see.
It's he said that to Buenos Aires.
I see. So speaking to you, the impression I'm getting is the political situation is not going great. The economy is not, is so, and you have,
No, again, there is one thing. With the other government,
mm,
we have a lot of tourists, and the things are very cheap for the tourists.
I see.
Right now, there is nothing cheap for us and less cheap for the tourists.
Okay.
Still cheap, more cheap, some things.
I
Some
see.
others, no.
For what is the hope you have for Argentina and your city?
Again?
What is the hope you have for Argentina and your city? Do you see any hope of things getting better?
With the new government, yes. I'm what had I gonna say? The other government didn't put hope in the people. You know, this is one of the reasons because the new generation of Argentinian vote for the new government. So this new government bring a little more of hope. But nobody want him. They don't want the other one. And we didn't have anything to choose.
Okay. So because of lack of choice, you decided to choose him?
Again?
Is it because of lack of choice that you decided to choose the new government?
Yes, I'm sure it is. Because this tendency, it's like Menem. Also Menem privatized all the stuff. Okay? And it's like a continuation of that moment in the story of Argentina. The new government put the nephew or niece of Menem. So Menem is the name again in the new government. And I think the new generation don't want the last government. This one, nobody knows. So this kind of makes some kind of hope. You understand?
Yes. And I hope, things, I hope that things get better in Argentina.
I promise it will be better.
Okay.
No question about. But now we are in crisis.
So there is a hope.
Not easy. Huh?
At the end of the day, there is a hope for
yes,
beautiful Argentina.
Yes.
Okay.
Came to visit me, and then you will see.
Okay. I will try my best to be there one day and come to visit your beautiful country. But before then, I just want to say thank you very much, Miss Adriana, for giving us the opportunity to travel to Argentina virtually.
Thank you. Thank you. It was nothing for me. And it's also my point of view. So I wish you come here to help me see a little different stuff.
All right. Thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you for time. It was a pleasure talking to you. And thank you for joining me under the human rights tree.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.